There we go. I'm not muted. I was just trying to make sure everything looked perfect. I have a little bit of a messy stream set. Let me test something. I have a little bit of a messy stream setup today because I got there's multiple things, but I got a new case for my phone. Are we supposed to see the pink line? No, I don't even know what the pink line is. I think it's like supposed to be a boundary box for tits, but I don't know why it's there and it bothers me, and I was just wind up like cropping it off because I don't know how to not have it there. I'm sure that there's a way for like a normal person who isn't bad at computers to fix it, but that's not really where I live. Is the game audio okay now? I bumped it a little bit. I'm gonna test something really fast. I want to see what happens with this. I figured out what might be the problem with my CPU, and this is insane, and you can tell me if it's insane and I might be wrong, but I was actually testing, so I got a new monitor recently. It was actually something a family member gave me. She was like, "Oh, thank you for the bits, Sadie." She was like, "I don't need this monitor anymore." Yeah, it is. She's like, "I don't need this monitor anymore, so you can have it." And I was like, "Well, I wouldn't mind having two monitors, because I've usually just had like my laptop open and then the one monitor plugged into it, but." I could do two and put the laptop under my desk, so I've been doing that. But I noticed that VTube Studio, when I have VTube Studio open on the new monitor, it's really framey. But when I have it open on my monitor that I've been using for a long time, it's not framey. Is there a reason why the monitor would be making it framey? I don't really know how any of this works. so I'm just like, the number of monitors, the refresh rate. So if the refresh rate on this middle monitor is lower, it could be making me look laggy on stream. Is that a thing? That's so weird. OBS, when I have OBS on here, it looks kind of okay. But when I pull it over here, it does actually look better. Be the worst monitor to read chat and the better. Oh, pop chat out. I can. There you go. Now you're big. Now you're big, and my framiness is gone. Woo, woo, woo! Yeah, I guess middle monitor will be my chat monitor from now on. Left monitor. Oops, you guys can probably hear this doubly because I have it really loud on my. Am I hearing it through my? Oh, I'm hearing it through my laptop. Oh yeah, because I was playing Dark Souls. I needed to hear the audio so that I could play correctly. So I had it on my laptop. Okay, we're good. The game is super loud. I only turned the monitor off. Why would that make it louder? I'm so confused. It's better? Okay. I didn't turn it up, I only turned the monitor off. Because I had game monitor on or whatever. Bump yourself like 5%. Advanced audio properties. How's that? HDMI equals sound device. Turning monitor off removes that output device. Oh. Alright. Alright. So it sounds okay now? I'm not blasting anyone. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to blast you. I didn't mean to give you the business. It's not Fatal Frame is on Thursday. Sounds perfect now. Okay, good. Okay, so this isn't a GameCube GBA player. So I actually ordered an analog pocket like a year ago, probably over a year ago. And those are it looks like a Game Boy. It looks like a Game Boy. It's really high quality though. It looks like a Game Boy, but it can play Game Boy games, Game Boy Color games, GBA games, and Game Gear games. And so I ordered it over a year ago, and I ordered it with the dock because I wanted to be able to plug it in so I could stream from older Game Boy carts directly. And it finally came. It actually arrived. Nintendo lawyers. Yeah, I don't really know how that works, and I'm not gonna ask any questions. But it actually came like the day I left to go home for the holidays, and so I was tracking it, and I was like, "Oh, please come! I'd really like to play this at home." And it came like 2 hours after I left my house. I was like at the airport and I got the delivery notification. I was like, damn it! So I have a friend that lives like 10 minutes away, and I was like, it's actually the friend whose cat sit for me before, who offended Syrup by sneezing in front of her, and I traded cat sitting services for a copy of Sonic Frontiers for his children. I was like, I'll trade you the cat for the education of your offspring. But so he lives like 10 minutes away, and I was like, could you please? I'm so sorry, but could you please swing by my apartment and pick up the package outside? It's an analog, and I'm not gonna be there for like 3 weeks, and I really don't want anyone to steal it. And he was like, no problem. So he grabbed it for me, and I got it when I got back, and it's really cool so far. So I tested it out. I tested out some Game Boy games, and I went through my Game Boy collection when I was at home, knowing that I had the analog waiting for me, and I forgot like how many games I have. I have all the POKéMONs. I have Donkey Kong 94, which is a really, really good port of Donkey Kong. It has like all this extra content and stuff. I have Anthony Hawk's Professional Skater 3. I have Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland. I just have all these, like, I have Tales of Fantasia. I just have all these games that are just like cool. And so I was going through them and I brought them all back with me so that I could play them. Oh, I have Metroid Zero Mission. I found that in the file. I found Final Fantasy Tactics in the file. Tactics Advance, rather. But it's been really fun. It's been really fun, like, going through all of these older, like, carts and seeing where I got in my save files. The answer is usually not very far. Because I didn't develop my gaming skills until later. Donkey Kong 94, my childhood nemesis, probably the origin of my hatred of water levels. Yeah. Still a good game, though. Battery in the cartridge is dead as I can't save the game anymore. No! Okay, so that's something that I encountered. So luckily, my Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow, the battery is still alive. I don't know how, but it's alive. I did try to check out my Silver, Gold, and Crystal, and they all had a dead battery. My save files are gone. Which I'm not, like, upset about or anything, but I wonder if it's because they have the internal clock, because they have the night and day system in silver, gold, and crystal. And so, whereas red and blue don't have that, and so I wonder if that's why. I wonder if just the clock runs the battery down. Oh yeah, first stream of the new year! Happy New Year! Did the first ones have a battery? I'm not sure. I thought they did for some reason. I thought like all carts had a battery just for like the save function. Yeah, they have a save battery, but not an internal clock. But I do have green version actually, because when I was in Japan, I bought. Analog must be region free. I probably should have brought those back with me. I was gonna say I did buy red, green, and blue, and maybe yellow when I was in Japan. Because they're really cheap, like especially old used games are really cheap in Japan, and I lived near one of like the electric towns. Well, not like near, but yeah, I lived a comfortable train ride from one of the electric towns, so I used to go to like old retro stores and hang out and spend like 2,000 yen on like 7 video games. then go talk to my favorite maid down the street afterwards. But as one does, isn't green the one where you can catch Peekaboo? Yeah, but only if you use strength on the truck outside the SSN. You have to die on the SSN so that you get kicked off. But so to answer your other question, yes, I did go through. I didn't go through the boxes. I only went through the box a little bit on I think my yellow, because I wanted to like make sure everything was still there and worked. But I already checked my names on all of these, and turns out. How do I press the start button? Turns out, oh, that's the other cool thing is, so I have it in a dock, right? I have it in the dock so that I can stream it to my PC. But clearly I'm still pushing buttons. I actually have a Switch Pro controller hooked up to the dock, so I can play my Game Boy games with a Switch Pro controller. But as it turns out, I was a really lore-respectful child, as you would expect. Well, kind of. Blue, my name is different, but it's lore respectful in a way. I was going for the crossover content. But I was, yeah, very lore respectful as a child, and so my name on red and yellow is Ash. And my rival's name is Gary. Because that's canon. This story isn't about me. It's about Ash, baby. No, it's not Gary for blue. I should have done that, but I didn't. You'll see. When I saw it, a cold sweat ran down my back because I was like cringing internally. I was like, I already know exactly what that name means. But yes, this is my red version. So red was actually the one I completed. Red was the very first Pokemon I got. Red is the very first Pokemon I got. I got it when I think it was for my birthday. And the year that it came out, I got it. And I didn't even know what it was before Mama Moose got it for me. But she heard from like the neighbors that their sons liked it, and so she was like, oh, Maple will like it. And you don't have Mew? I have a Mew in yellow, I guess, and I don't know how I got it. We'll try and figure that one out when I get to it. Did you ever catch the Pokemon glitch for funsies? I definitely did, because you'll see that when I go through my items. That I have a weird number of certain items, but yeah, red was my first, and I didn't really get it at first because I was like, I was used to platformers and action games for the most part. And so when I got it, I was like, when I hit the fight button, I was ready to like be inputting commands. and instead I was picking moves, and I was like, oh, this is odd. And when I used like growl, and it said the enemy Pokemon's attack fell, I thought it was literally falling. I was like, oh, I somehow managed to like block the attack that was coming at me, and then I would get mad when it would attack anyway. And when you talk to like the NPCs early in the game, then they're like, there's a Pokemon move that lets you chop down trees, and I was like, okay, well, is it like down B? Or is it like quarter circle Y? Like, what's the move? Tell me the move. And so it took me a really long time to get used to Pokemon, but once I got into it, I got really into it. And so I don't even remember. I must have gotten trades. You can find them in my boxes probably. I must have gotten trades for some of these because I started with Charmander. Was Mew possible to obtain legitimately back in Gens 1 and 2? It was, but only from Nintendo special events, and I don't know how many of those they actually had in America. I think most of them were in Japan. Yeah, I was very literal. Yeah, the jump button. That bothered me too. I was like, why can't I jump? Why are my feet stuck to the ground? Quarter circle forward Y on a Game Boy? Listen, I've been playing like Power Rangers and stuff like that, so it seemed legitimate to me at the time. Toys R Us ran the Mew events? Oh. Gotta catch 'em all was still the catchphrase. To me, it's still the catchphrase. Let me... Yeah, I have a full Pokedex on here. But the real... See what my Pokemon League. Doesn't this show my Hall of Fame? Oh dear. Well, we're starting off really strong. Is that a missing no? Its type, whatever this is. Its type is a Pokemaniac. Me too. His type 2 is 99 Pokeball Pokemon 99. Birthday cupcake, birthday cupcake, birthday cupcake 9. 9 reverse apostrophe. Gary F. Isn't Pokemaniac a type of trainer? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, mystery gifts have made, like, getting rare Pokemon a lot easier. I'm trying to remember, I did get one Pokemon legitimately from a event. Actually, I really want to tell that story, because it's, like, it means a lot to me. We doing Pokemon randomized? I wish. I see. Oh god! Let's get out of here. It was working for level 203. It was working fine when I looked the other night. Kipping 8. Garfield. Gary to his friends. Let me out. Oh god, wait, am I stuck in this? Oh, thank god, okay. Alright, let's not go back in there. Game knows what you did. Yeah. Access the Pokemon. Okay, so it's weird, because nowadays you can go to, like, move Pokemon. Or whatever. Ugh. You can go to move Pokemon, but you could just like go through your boxes. You didn't used to be able to do that. It used to be you have to change to a certain box, and you have to have less than 6 Pokemon in your party, and only then, and you had to save your data every time you moved a box, and only then you could withdraw to see what was in the box. So that's what we're gonna do. I think I already deposited one of my, what do I have on me actually? Deposit one of them. Raichu, Mewtwo, Venusaur, Dragonite, and Charizard. No weird names here. He's legitimate. Kids these days don't even have to manually change their box when it fills up. I know! Now it's so automatic now. Now it's like, oh yeah, We're just filling the box for you. Thunder, Swift, Agility, Mega Kick. I have Agility. Yes, it makes sense. Mega Kick, Psychic, Mist, and Recover. Venusaur. Leech Seed, Vine Whip, Solar Beam, and Razor Leaf. That is a very grassy move list. Oops. No surfing on Dragonite here. Dragon Rage, Slam, Surf, and Hyper Beam. I don't think Charizard could use Fly. Oh, he did have Flying type though. I'm actually kind of surprised by that, but I don't think he could learn Fly. Flash, Flamethrower, Ember, and Fire Spin? Why do I have Ember on a level 100 Charizard? You know what? We're not here to ask questions, we're here to look at the names. Let's see. So, withdraw, so I have a level 100 Snorlax, I guess. Oh, look at him. Oh, I miss the old sprites, they're so cute. Body Slam, Harden, Double Edge, and Hyper Beam. Okay, weird spread. What is... I have, like, blank names? Is the game loud again? I can... Sorry. Oh, he's a Meowth! Why doesn't he have a name? His original trainer was Jomo? Who? Jomo. Who's Mark? Great question. The Lickitung. His original trainer is named Trainer. I wonder if he's one of the Pokemon you can trade for, like, within the game. Cause there's, like, a Farfetch'd, yeah. There's, like, a Farfetch'd and a Lickitung and some other stuff where you can trade for them in the game, and they come with nicknames. Any OT trainer are trainers? Yeah, okay. Me licking ice cream as a 6-year-old. So I have a Meowth who has a blank for a name, and I have this... What's a Persian? His original trainer's also Jomo. I wonder if that's the kid I met on a plane. So I didn't have a completed Pokedex for a while until I was coming back. I think I was visiting my West Coast family. Child Maple was visiting West Coast family for Thanksgiving, and I was on the flight back, and a kid in the seat either in front of me or behind me was playing his Game Boy, and I was like, "Do you have Pokemon?" And he was like, "Yeah, I have Pokemon. I have Pokemon Blue." And I was like, "Oh my god, I have red, and I need a bunch of Pokemon to complete my Pokedex. Can we trade?" And he traded me like all the stuff that I needed, because remember, Meowth was a Blue exclusive. And he traded me all the stuff that I needed to complete my Pokedex. So I wonder if he was Jomo. But then that begs the question, why did none of his Pokemon have names? Yeah, this is red version. What a bro. I know, just shoutouts to Jomo. Jomo, if you're out there, I hope you're naming your Pokemon now, but thanks for these bad boys. Ditto, Clefable. Why do I have 2 level 100 Snorlaxes? Wait, is that legitimately a Snorlax? It is. With almost the exact same moveset, they're just in a different order. I am very confused. Why do I have so many Rattatas? Who is Natasha? Female symbol / male symbol. What? Feel weird naming mine? It depends for me. It depends for me. Natasha is pushing boundaries. I just don't remember this. Named after a classmate? I don't know. I don't know what my deal was here. Huh. But I do name mine sometimes, but it's very specific. Like, I don't name them willy-nilly, you know? I name them only if I think I'm gonna use them in my main party. If I'm just catching them to complete my Pokedex and I'm not gonna actually use them, I don't name them. But then when I name them, I don't like... I mean, I've done it in the past where I've had like themed games where like I name my Pokemon after like characters in a show that I'm watching or stuff like that. Like, I do like themed runs. But for the most part nowadays, I just like name it the first thing that pops into my head, which isn't always the best name. Sometimes it's like Forest or something. But, but yeah, I don't like sit and name every single one. Like it's definitely, am I going to use this? Otherwise I don't bother because it takes too much time. Especially when I'm on a catching spree. Goopy. I guess that checks out. I can see Ditto as a Goopy. Yeah, they get a name if they seem useful to me. I mean, he's pretty goopy. Porygon, Clefairy, Slowbro, Jigglypuff. Here's my Ivysaur. What's that? OT Stadium? What does that mean? Could you trade Pokemon over from Stadium? Is that a thing? I don't remember. Could you trade from Stadium? You unlocked some. Huh. Bro is a football player. Yeah, I guess Stadium. I forgot that you could trade Pokemon over from Stadium. That explains how I got the starters. Squirtle. Is this... Oh no, I was his original trainer. Ow. Wait. ID number 27848. Which one of these did I definitely reach? Oh yeah, it's a different ID number. So maybe I traded him, or maybe I traded him from blue. From my blue version. I don't know. Ivysaur apparently came from Stadium. That's really weird. Hey there. I was like sustenance farming or something. I just caught the ones I really wanted. I like to like complete my Pokedex. I like to complete my Pokedex and I like to collect. And especially Pokemon, but before the stream I caught like 7 Eevees. In Scarlet because I want to make all the Eeveelutions and play with them. And so I was on just an Eevee catching spree. But I really like the collecting. I actually, in the newer games, I have my boxes numbered, Pokedex-wise. So I have, like, my first box is named 1-30, and my second box is named 31-61, and then my third box is named 62, or maybe it's 31-60. Whatever winds up, I think it's 31-60, and then my third box is 61-9. And then as I catch Pokemon, I check their ID numbers, and I go in and I count out the spaces, and I place them in their spot, so then I can see where the holes are. So I can see, like, what Pokemon I have to breed to get their original form to, like, fill in the hole. So That's how I tend to organize my Pokemon. But yeah, I was like, I want to get all my Eevee catching out of the way at once, so I can get I can start working on all the evolutions. So I was doing that earlier today. But I just really like I just like collecting. I like completing the Pokedex. That's my favorite part. And they always ask you in the game too. Like they ask you a lot in Scarlet. They're like, "Oh, what's the reason you're on this journey?" And it's like, "To get stronger, to collect all the badges." And I'm always just like, "To complete my collection." I would rather expire than do that. It just, I don't know, it gives me the brain juice. I can't describe it. It's hard to describe. It gives me the brain juice. For that box. Let's check box 2. Box dose. Here to stuff living animals into a storage cabinet. Ah! Sorry, I spilled my coffee. Hold on. You get shiny hunting perks for completing the dex. Oh, I didn't know that. I've never been much of a shiny hunter. I know some people who are really into it, but I don't have the Christ-like patience required to do it successfully. So I just run into a shiny Pokemon here or there, and I'm like, oh neat, that's mine now. Maple, you play MMOs? I know, but like, it's different. MMOs are different than shiny hunting. It's a predictable grind versus a grind that is based completely on like a 1 out of 5,000 probability is very different to me. Get the shiny charm, which triples your odds. I remember that. I remember the shiny charm, and I remember being like, oh, that's gonna be a game changer. And then I tried it for like 5 minutes, and then I got impatient and didn't do it anymore. That's the thing, is I consider... Oh, here's another one from Stadium. Is the ID number supposed to be in reference to the year that Stadium came out? Yeah, I just think that shiny hunters just have, like, the patience of Job. And I'm not like that. Like, I'm patient about some things. Like, I'm happy to grind out certain stuff, and I'm happy to be, like, really methodical and annoying in certain games in certain ways, but there's something about I like the predictable grind, if that makes sense. I like grinding, knowing that all of my grinding is, like, feeding into a meter that's going up. And shinies are too much, like, probability and chance that if I don't see results after a certain period of time, I become discouraged and lose interest. OT John. Who the fuck is John? Yeah, I've noticed a lot of people saying that their first shinies in Scarlet and Violet because it seems to be easier to get shinies there. And that makes me happy. Like, I like stuff like that being more accessible. Who is John? I'm trying to remember. I vaguely remember knowing a kid named John who played Pokemon. I can remember what his house looked like, but I can't remember what he looked like. And I don't remember his last name. So, shoutouts to John for this Magmar. Stay where you belong in my memories. A lot of Ponyta. A level 100 Charmander? For what reason? Got him from another trainer named Ash. Fire Spin, Mega Punch, Flamethrower, and Mega Kick. What the hell? This is a Pokemon. But 12-year-old Maple, which Pokemon is this is a Pokemon exclamation point. Wow, thank you. I'm kind of thinking that Charmander didn't learn Mega Kick. Wait, is it a hacked Charmander? My first shiny was Gyarados. What are the odds, right? See, I thought that I was special for getting the shiny Gyarados. I thought nobody else got it, and then I realized everyone else had it, and I was like, oh, well. Just kind of chip away at it slowly. I get that, but like, I'm more into like, I like grinding in like Atelier and stuff because I always see it because I can see the number go up. I'm a numbers guy. I like seeing the numbers go up, and if I can't see the numbers go up, I have no interest. I have no interest in engaging. A level 5 Wigglytuff, is that possible? I guess it is, because it's a stone evolution. Useless moveset, though. I shiny hunted for a space clown once. What's a space clown? Ever played Progress Quest? What is that? Brute. Who is Brute? I forgot how doofy the Vileplume icon is! What? He looks so proud of his head! I am Brute. Oh god. Man, my move choice, my choice of moves for my Pokemon is not auspicious. Level 42 Charmeleon. Yeah, that's another stadium one. They're all like 42. I wonder if they come in at 42. Is there a way to go back without completely Xing out of the... I don't think there is. Fable. Chansey. Pidgeot. Level 60. I don't like the weird little bar on the side there. Razor Wind. Razor Wind. Wing Attack, Fly, and Hyper Beam. Did you all learn Hyper Beam? I have the feeling some of these may not be legitimate. What did I name a Vileplume fruit? Coughing. Arbok and Arbok. These both actually Arboks. Yeah, sure enough. I just wanted more Arboks for my Arbok squad. Was I trying to fix their typo? What? Coughing. It's a fucking wheezing! I named it Coughing in an attempt to fix their typo, and then it evolved. Foiled again. Ratifrats! What a name. Poliwhirl, Golem, Kabuterimon? Is this supposed to be a Kabuterimon? It kinda looks like it. I was naming them after Digimon. Wait, look at Coughing's moves. It doesn't have a fourth move. It was caught as a wheezing. Wait, so I caught it as a wheezing and I named it Coughing with proper spelling. Ratifrats. Yeah, so Kabuterimon. I love the old sprite for Arcanine. He looks so fluffy. So floofy. Like that he has 2 physical moves that do like damage to him. Dougie? I assume that's gonna be a Diglett or a Dugtrio. Okay, Dugtrio. Rocky? You know what? I respect the, I respect the straightforwardness here. Marcel? Oh, he's OT trainer, so this is the Mr. Mime that you can trade for. Teach me how to Dougie. Slow bro Lola. Oh, I must have just been like, she's a pretty oh no, look, it's OT trainer. So she's named Lola by the game. Machamp Flubby. Flubby? This is really like what children name their pets when given free rein. Has anyone not named their Geodude Rocky at least once? I mean, I feel... Why do I have... How many executes is this? Oh, the Executor is the only one that's named Eggy. Why do I have 3 executes and 1 Eggy? A whole 4 cartons. Wheezing, Drowsy, Hypno-Fearow. They're all straightforward. POKéMON. Thanks. But which Pokemon? Venonat! Why is he worthy of the title of the titular Pokemon? Yeah, I even went for the lowercase e for the lore respectful spelling. Struggling in the Safari Zone? That makes sense given another. Another what? This is a Pokemon. Another. Cousin to this is a Pokemon. Yeah, this looks like a Safari Zone box for sure. My complete lack of respects for the metapods in my life. Warden. Was I trying to like stunt on the Safari Zone Warden or something? Was I just really mad when I was in the Safari Zone? Spiky. Yeah, he is pretty spiky. Oh wait, but that's from John again. Nice roast. Yeah, this one's from John. This one wasn't even me. Spiky. He named his Sand/Spiky. I'm trying to remember John's last name now. I'm gonna have to figure it out. John. Where are you, John? I'm gonna stalk him on Facebook. Be like, look at what I did today. I know we haven't talked for years. I know we haven't talked for 24 years. Today I streamed some of your Pokemon from 1999 and Anime Girl on twitch.tv/MapleLC. Check it out if you want, or not. Either way's cool. That's a way to get the cops at my door. What? Whack-mara? Wait, did I just split his name up and flip it around? Yeah, okay. It's just Marowak, but I was like, you know what's a genius move? Galaxy brain thought. I'm shocked by how high level some of these are. Yeah, me too. Oh, here's another no name. Is this from Jomo? It is. Ah, another blue exclusive. It's a Victory Bell. Or was he blue? No, yeah, because Oddish was the red exclusive. And Victory Bell, Bellsprout, Weeping Bell, and Victory Bell were. He actually had some reasonable moves on his. Monochromon. I mean, I can see it. I can see what I was going for there, man. Rhyhorn looks different in Gen 1. Horsey, Onyx, Seaking, Pidgey, another Pidgeot. Is this one unhacked? Dude looks like Onyx with arms. Yeah, his moves are a little more straightforward. Jolteon, level 65. Holy crap. Oh, he's looking hacked. The health bar going through. Psyduck. His sprites are a lot better than I remember. Yeah. That's what I was just thinking. I was like, people always kind of give a lot of crap to the older sprites, but I think they're cute. I think they're cute. I think they're sweet looking. So he's, oh no, this is another Ash, but he has a different ID number. I wonder if some of the, because they're still level 42 though. Which is what the ones from Stadium were. So I wonder if these are Stadium Pokemon. Yeah, this one's Stadium. I wonder if these are Stadium Pokemon, but they have different names depending on like how you obtain them in Stadium to trade them over. I don't know. I really miss the mini games from Stadium. Like the Metapod hardening and the Lickitung sushi games. They're so fun. Mankey, Magnemite. Box 7. I have far less Pokemon in blue and yellow for what it's worth. Red was my main squeeze. Sailor. Wasn't Seal, I mean, I know that he belongs to like a lot of sailors because he's on the SSA a lot, but I'm pretty sure there was actually a sailor. Oh no, wait. He's an OT trainer. Okay. He must have been a trade, an in-game trade. More like Sealer. Squiggy. Huh. I did name that one. Was I trying to go for Squiggly and I forgot the L? Squiggy Stardust. Oh, here's another one. This one was Stadium, too. I didn't remember that you could trade stuff from Stadium at all. Trio, Omastar. That one's mine. Electabuzz, Slasher. I gotta assume this is a Scyther. Yeah. Who knows me? Ducks. Oh, I think this one is a traded one in game. OT trainer. Ducks with an X. The classic level 100 Blastoise. Again, it came from another Ash, but the ID number is different than mine. I wonder if when I got blue, if maybe I named myself Ash and then I traded over like my starter Pokemon and then started a new game. I wonder if that's why there's so many Ashes, but they all have different ID numbers. That would explain that part of it. Shell Shocker? Without the K, because I don't think I had the space. Shell Shocker? Gotta be a Cloyster. I'm pretty sure that's the name of the Cloyster from like the movie. I arrive, which is the cringiest name we've seen. Yeah, it was a Venonat named Pokemon. I also have a Metapod named This Is a Pokemon with an exclamation point, and then another Metapod that's just named Another. Also, yeah, a Weezing that's named Coughing, but spelled appropriately. Yeah, don't you guys, in the movie, in the first Pokemon, the first movie, one with Mewtwo, I'm pretty sure one of the trainers there has a Cloyster, and he sends it out, and he's like, "Go, Shell Shocker!" I think I probably was trying to go for the movie lore there. It used to be horizontally, what's pound? Horizontally oriented. Excuse me? Wait, do you guys see the original trainer there? Who is Cool J? Pound from Cool J. Ladies love him. It sounds pretty cool, J, but cooler. Did I get this from the LL Cool J? Did he give me a Hitmonchan named Pound? Dragonair, Dugong, how many freaking Aerodactyls? Original trainer Sam. I think I remember who Sam is. I think I remember. I think he grew up to be like a local rapper. I don't know what he's doing. One time he ran into the woods. And my friend had to go find him before anyone could call the police. OT Red. Oh, that was somebody else too. I have a bunch of traded Pokemon in here. Yeah, I mean, when you live in the woods, when kids have a fight, and they don't, like, fight, they instead one of them runs off in a huff, sometimes kids, like, will run off into the woods and get lost. And so that happened with this, I'm pretty sure this is the same Sam. That happened with this kid, he just, like, took off into the woods because he got in a fight with one of our friends. And so then another one of our friends chased him. And my mom was having, like, a meltdown. She was like, I've lost one of your friends and I'm going to jail for the rest of my life. But then my other friend, like, dragged him out of the woods. It was very king shit at the time. And now I have an Aerodactyl to remember that wonderful incident by. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he, like, turned into a local rapper. We don't have, like, clubs or anything where I'm from, but we have, like, bars that sometimes they have, like, open mic night. And I saw a bunch of videos of him, like, rapping at that, and I was like, is that what we're doing? Is that the play? I mean, was he good? No comment. No comment. I've lost one of your friends. I mean, not entirely rare where we're from. I feel like it takes 2 seconds to lose a kid. You blink long enough. Especially certain towns where, like, the bear population is worse. Why do I have a level 15 Cloister? I was just evolving stuff. Ah, I see. He was amazing. Level 44 Pikachu. This must have been my Pikachu that I just kept leveling up after watching Ash's fight with Lieutenant Surge, where Pikachu refuses to evolve. Ash is like, it's okay. You don't have to evolve. You can just be yourself. And then he's like super fast compared to Lieutenant Surge's Raichu because he evolved him too fast, so he never learned Quick Attack. This must have been inspired. Why do so many high-level Marowaks? This is an insane fixation on my part. Level 100 Scyther. Damn, okay. Damn, he's got the Quick Attack. Crinkles! You know, oh, that wasn't even my name. It's from a trainer in game. Crinkles the Tangela. Sand Mars sign. Okay, again, this is John. This is John. Who the fuck? John, show yourself! Why is he named Sand with the male sign? What was the reason? I want your lore. Man, Sandra is so cute. This is a really cute sprite for Sandshrew. Sandshrew. Horace, I haven't even gotten to Weed Boy. Horace is spoiling. Horace is spoiling Future. Future, I sent him a picture. When you saw Weed Boy, I was like, you knew about it though, because I sent you a picture with I can't believe this. I was so embarrassed. Who is Weed Boy? Yeah, Pokemon didn't have genders during this gen, right? So he must have just been like, his name is Sand, and I want everyone to know he's a boy. Except Nidorino, yeah. So who is Weed Boy? Yeah, you know what? And this is mine! I was the OT trainer. I was the original trainer. So I named him Weed Boy. I don't think I knew what weed was at this point. I think I was just like, he's a boy and he's a weed. Why do I have so many Tanglers? Is that a weed? Weed Boy. Gotta get Sand Male and Weed Boy. Articuno. Doduo. Yep, that seems about right. Double Bird. Yeah, these are both mine. Why did I name them those? Butterfree Lapras. Oh, I love a good Lapras. I'm sorry, I can't get over Weed Boy. Crinkle, Sand Male, and Weed Boy. Inside of you live 3 wolves. Way past my bedtime. Good night, Boren! Have a good night. Thank you for. Oh, what is this? I have a lot of Alcezias too. Katie did? Eddie did? What? Like a Katie did? What's a Katie? Is that like... I remember Katie did, so I don't know why I would have named as Starmie Katie did. It's a bug. Yeah, no, I know it's a bug. I'm just saying I don't know why I would have... How I would have mapped that onto this thing. Does not look like a Starmie. Yeah, I know. Did I just like the word Katie did? I might have. Magneton, Pinsir, Zubat. These are all pretty straightforward. Gasoline! You know what? I stand behind my choices. Why a Ghastly? I don't know. I was feeling like he's made of gas. This is his full Christian name. Gastoline. Poliwhirl, Poliwrath. I like that they're the same level. Oh, look at his stance! He's gonna backhand you. Hypno, Tentacruel, Raichu, Caterpie, Bone and Bone! Predictably, a Cubone is the second bone, also a Cubone. Yep, we got Bone and Bone, the Bone Brothers. The Bone Bros. Cobra with a K. Again, was I just trying to, because Arbok is Cobra backwards, was I just trying to correct their mistake? Was I like, oh, sorry, Pokemon Company. I think you slipped, it's a little bit backwards. Level 52 Gyarados, woo-wee. I forgot that he had flying this early. As a second type. Ugh. Maple was the original localization complainer. Yeah, I was just fixing it myself in real time. Gatomon. This has to be a Meowth, right? What the fuck? Why did I name and execute Gatomon? Was I that desperate? Egg cat. I am. Oh no, what is this? What? What did I mean by this? Yes, surf. I have no thoughts. Rhyhorn, Mars sign, Pokemon. I mean, predictably. I am Paris. Metapod, Pikachu, Rattata, triple bird. So I had double bird in the other box. Now we have triple bird. I was really, what's the word? I was really literal. I was really literal in my naming. Mew. Wait, no, hold on. Wait! 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 How does it? What is this move list? What happened? Why do I have a Mew that looks like a Magikarp? I'm contacting the Pokemon police for child fraud crimes. He has Psychic, Transform, Mega Punch, and Metronome. Yeah, I mean that's pretty standard for a tournament edition Magikarp. Freezer. Oh, I have more than one Articuno? Why? Hyper Beam, Ice Beam, Blizzard, and Fly. Quite a Mew set. He is undercover. He's in deep. I can't pull him out now. Voltage. Oh, this must be Articuno, Zapdos, and they named him Freezer, Voltage. And Backdraft with an exclamation point. It has to be Moltres, right? So at the time, the movie Backdraft was pretty popular. I don't know if you guys remember Backdraft. What is Sky Attack? I don't know if you guys remember Backdraft. It was a fireman movie. It was a really big deal because the special effects were really crazy. They had like a whole like walkthrough special effects, like they show you how they did all the cool stuff. At Universal Studios, they had like the Backdraft ride. Ride in scare quotes. I don't think I ever saw it because I think it was probably too intense for like how old I was at the time, but I'm sure I heard my parents talking about it. So I was just like Lil comma Nikki. I love that I put the comma after Lil. Lil comma Nikki. I even have the. Why do I have the capitalization so different? Porn. Okay. Dull sword? Doritos! Quick iron! What? Nidorinos. I guess! Nido Prince! I have soft rock and hard rock! Outlaw male side. It's just a Nidorin. It's not a Nidorino yet. Oh, maybe he's an outlaw because he goes against the grain of the rest of this box. Someone named Grand Grand Exit and Desert Eldorado. Who's Grand Exit? Another Nidorin. Grand Exit. Oh, it's an Nidorina! Oh, really breaking the mold now. Grand End, Grand Exit, Desert Land! Nidorina! Eldorado! El comma Dorado! Wait, sorry, El comma Dorado! I couldn't spell El Dorado! I was definitely tempted to spell El Dorado and just sucking. Tough girl. U.S. public education. Eris. Now I just have a bunch of Nidorinas. Why is this the Nidorin box? Beauty. And Nidorina. Did you just have a dictionary and encyclopedia at this point to make names? I don't know. I don't know where any of these came from. I wish I could go back and get into my head. Why are you such a big fan of Nidorins? I don't know. I used to just think they were really cool. I don't remember doing this, though. At this point, I wouldn't put it past young Maple just to blight future Maple. Oh, God. I think if you hit cancel, you don't have to go all the way through. No, you do. I just hit cancel and it still kicked me back. It's an old game. It's fine. Box 12. It will never match box 11, no matter what. Pink? Who is pink? It's another Nidorino! Why is he level 50? I don't know! What? Why do I have so many Nidorins? I don't know, I don't have answers. I don't have answers for you. I should look at my box before I swap to my blue version. Oh wow. a good rod. What about a great rod? I have 99 revives and then 33 revives. Soda pop. Oh, we got weird numbers. Hold on. Oops, I keep forgetting I have to press different buttons. Nugget. Oh yeah, here you can tell. You can tell I was in the missing no groove because of this rare candy. The number next to the rare candy. Oh boy. Oh boy, we're gonna save. Look at the time I put in. I wonder if pushing the menu button will actually bring up the... Oh, it will! So you can see this is my analog menu. So you can see, it's actually really cool. Wait, I'll show you guys before I switch to the next game. You can like set different video modes. So I'm in analog Game Boy right now, and when you're in the analog Game Boy mode, you can select different color. This is for Game Boy only. You can select different like color palettes. You can have blue, you can have green, purple, mint. I just went for the classic grayscale. But you can also do original. Oh, look at this this vintage look. Look at the vintage, so crisp. This brings me back. This brings me back to when my mom was like trying to duct tape a flashlight over my bed so I wouldn't destroy my eyes trying to play Pokemon in the dark. That's what this color evokes. that's that particular vintage. So that's that display mode. There's also pixel action. Shark Light Gang. Memories of eye strain. Original Light. I don't know what that is. And then Pinball Neon Matrix, which I'm really unclear what it's supposed to be, but I've been playing all my games with just the analog version because it's just like really clean. I just like it like that. But yeah, hold on, let me swap in blue. Oh god. Oh, the Nidoran situation really did a number. Original Game Boy with a backlight. I don't think I ever had that. I just had like the big gray brick. The brick. Do your thing. Yeah, as long, I mean, it doesn't have any issue swapping games, like, even with the thing on. You just go to quit game and it just sort of, like, okay, cool. Go ahead and rip that bad boy out, put in the next one. I've been playing, I've never actually beaten Final Fantasy Tactics Advance or even played it very much. So I've actually been playing that on the analog. I was playing that at my relative's house. That's how I was showing them I was like, this is an excellent rectangle, and they were like, okay. They were like, I can see that's a video game, it looks pretty old, and I'm like, you don't understand, it's new. Box 11 convinces me you have undiagnosed autism. I wouldn't even say it's undiagnosed at this point. That's something. So my parents. So that's the thing is my parent. Like I was always like this. So So the way that like they diagnose things like autism and ADHD in girls and boys, like they understand that it presents differently in girls and boys now. And so it's like easier to diagnose because girls were like historically, especially back when I was a kiddo, it was really hard as a girl to get diagnosed with ADHD or autism because they were basically like grading you on the same scale as they did boys, even though it presents really differently. But like my school was like, she's super smart and like she's like way ahead of everyone like reading and math level wise. But like she hyperfixates on the weirdest shit, cannot stay focused to save her life. Like there was one time where I found a glow stick that somebody had dropped. I found a glow stick that somebody had dropped under a bookcase in the 2nd grade, and and the teacher left for like 2 seconds to go to the bathroom in the teacher's bathroom down the hall, and I crammed my entire class into like the tiny like in-classroom bathroom to check out my cool glow stick because I literally couldn't focus on anything else except showing everyone how amazing my glow stick was. And I got in a lot of trouble, but that was one of the things where they called my parents and they were like, she literally like could not be deterred from the like this glow stick and seeing it in the dark to the point that she took everyone else down with her. and so they tried really hard to, they like sent me, because they had to they put me in like the, I don't know what it's called in like other schools. In my school it was called something really specific, but it was basically the like upper level like math course. They basically put me in that just to like give me something to do because they were like, she's so disruptive. If we don't hold a gun to her head and give her like an insane amount of work to try and get through, she's so disruptive and so distracting to the other kids because she just like cares about one thing and that's all she wants to talk about and do. And most of the time it was Pokemon or Digimon. And so, so I was in like the smaller like upper math class or whatever it was called, but then there was like a short period of time where I also got pulled out to go to like this testing where the teacher would put a sticker in between her eyebrows and count how long I could like maintain eye contact with her without like freaking out and having to break eye contact and leave. But the problem is that when I know that I'm being graded on something, or I know that, you know, like, they didn't do it naturally, you know? She put the sticker in between her eyebrows and she was like, alright, now, like, try to maintain eye contact with me or whatever. And I was like, oh, I'm being graded on this. Like, this is a point scale, and I'm gonna dunk on anyone else who tries to get a higher score than me. And so I very intently just stared at her face until she was like, okay, enough. And so it's just like, yeah, of course. And then they went back to my parents and they were like, no, like, there's nothing, there's no, she's just normal. And my parents were like, she definitely isn't. But that's the thing is it was like in the ye old days. It was in like ye old days where it's like all my friends now know that I can't maintain eye contact or anything like that. But everyone's just accepted it by now. But yeah, it was back in the days where they were like, we're testing you for this and do X thing to win the test. And so of course you're gonna like do something if you know you're being tested on it. And also they tested every kid the same way. Yeah, it was definitely like, because this was in like, obviously like in the 90s. And so like nobody really talked. Like ADHD really wasn't a thing that was like talked about very much. Like autism or ADHD, neither one were talked about. And when ADHD was spoken about, it was basically assumed that you were like so hyper you were gonna like punch a hole in a brick wall and like tear the room apart, just go absolutely feral, and that's like the only way it could present. And it's been actually like really nice seeing people like talking online like, oh, I didn't realize that you know, a lot of like struggles I've had in my life were caused by this, because everything was assumed to be one way, and you know, it can present in a lot of different ways. And so it's been really like nice seeing that. I'm still never I've talked to my doctor before, because I've been like, you know, I'm really I feel a little different. I feel a little different, but you know, I've been so in the soup, like in how I am as a person long enough that I'm like very accepting of myself, and like I have such a strong community and like great friends around me that it's like I feel like kind of like I've been really lucky, and so I've never like had really bad struggles with anything other than not being able to focus or focusing too much. Those are my biggest problems. But like, so I mentioned it to my doctor, and my doctor was like, well, is it really bothering you? And I was like, not really. She was like, well, I'm not gonna diagnose you with anything then, or I'm not gonna try. And I was like, okay. So that's like pretty much I went through a battery of like ADHD and autism tests as a kid, kept being told no because you're a girl, and also no because you're a girl, and also because like we're telling you what we want you to do and you're doing it, so you're not, that's not what we look for or whatever. And now as an adult, when people have a better understanding of it, they're just like, we don't really, it's fine. This is, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. When I told my mom about, because I forgot what came up. Something came up and I was like, or I said in passing, because she was asking why I was taking so long with something, and I was like, sorry, I was like, my ADHD is really bad today, and she was like, you know, we tested for you for that like 1,000,000 times when you were a kid, and they always said you didn't have it, and we never believed that. And I was like, yeah, I know. I was so annoyed. I was like, ugh, stop making me look at the sticker on your forehead, you little bitch. Your test scores are so high it overflows. But well, that's the other thing, is I've always been really good at tests. I've always been good at like written tests and like schoolwork and stuff like that. And so I was always like scored really well. Like my report cards are always really good. And so I think that's another like I think if I had been like struggling, like I struggled, I don't want to say I struggled socially because I had really good friends. But I was like lucky to like have my, I definitely wasn't like smooth. I've definitely always been like super awkward. And like have a I'll do my best attitude basically when it comes to like handling other people. But I think because my report cards like academically were so good, I think that's why they stopped like trying to figure out what was going on with me. Because I think they were just like, whatever. She's getting A's, who gives a shit? And past you, sabotaged future you, I know! I've thought that so much. I'm like, if I like knew at the time. Well, I mean, you can't because you're a kid, obviously, too. So when I was told we're testing you for something, here's the test, and here's how to pass and here's how to fail. Of course I'm gonna pass it. Like, they definitely put their finger on the scale on that one. My folks are the same way. His grades are good enough so he'll outgrow it. Yeah, that's basically what I heard a lot. I heard your grades are good. You'll outgrow it eventually. And now, at the ripe old age of hag, I have not outgrown it. But I mean, Papa Moose is very much the same way. And so I think Mama Moose was just like, whatever. I think he's fine. She'll figure it out. Yeah, people have learned a lot more. And like, it is really like heartening to like see people talking. Ugh, sorry, I'm getting cozy. See people talking online who are like, yeah, like, there's so much more like understanding about all of this. Okay, so the name of this is a Digimon reference, so brace yourself with that knowledge. Yeah, I mean, so like, I've always like, cause that's the thing that I get asked sometimes too, especially because like I have a lot of friends who have ADHD or who have autism, and they'll be like, you know, like, were you ever like tested, or have you ever like looked into it? And I'm like, I was tested a million times as a kid, and I always gamed the system and pieced out of there. So I feel like the fact that they had to test me like an insane number of times should be all the answer you need. Known and admitted test cheater, Alcesia. Got used to social situations, but me in school could never fully get along. See, I was the opposite. Well, kind of. I got worse at school as I started, like, hyperfixating on other things. Like, as I got older and got more access to, like, oh, I can play games without having to ask my parents for it and stuff. That school sort of started falling off because I would get really into, like, one game and one character in one game, and I was like, this is the only thing I care about. And I would just play it 24/7. But like, as far as like actual schoolwork, like taking notes and stuff and paying attention in class, I was generally, well, other than all the times I played my Game Boy in the back of class, I was pretty okay. Whereas social situations, I'm still kind of super awkward. But it's funny, the way that my boss describes it, because it's weird because I have to like go in front of strangers a lot for my job, and it always makes me super uncomfortable. And for a long time, I really pushed back against it because I was like, I really don't like this, and it makes me really upset. And my boss is like, this is really important. Like, it's really important for your job that you do this. And I was like, okay. And so I started doing it, and at this point, I still get really scared. But I pretty much just, like, I, like, panic my way through it, and I get kind of hyper because I'm panicking, because, like, a bunch of people are staring at me as I'm talking, and I just get completely freaked out. But my boss says that it's sort of a magical cocktail of, like, me knowing so much about what I do, plus the panic, just makes me seem, like, really bubbly and knowledgeable. And he's like, as somebody that knows you and knows what you're like, I can kind of tell that you're like blacking out in the middle of these presentations because you're like so anxious and so upset and like don't want to deal with any of these people you don't know. And he's like, so for me, I can tell that you're blacking out and just killing it, but he was like, all of these random people just think that this is what you're always like, so, and they were like, he was like, they don't know any different, so it's honestly okay. So I'm definitely an example of just like, I have fallen down the stairs I've fallen down the stairs in such a specific way that each stair I hit, like, looks intentional. Like I fall in a way that looks like I'm doing ballet down the stairs, but I'm really falling. Learned how to deal with social situations as defense mechanism, I think, but now I find it occasionally fun. I still, when it's my friends, I find it fun. When it's anyone else, I'm like, how can I stop this from happening ever again? Looking very calm hourly to the point people compliment us on it. I'm the opposite. I always look like I'm in distress. I always look like- I only have 3 boxes in blue? What was going on? I always look like I'm in emotional distress. Yeah. The fake it till you make it grind set has definitely been my saving grace. And that's the thing is, like, once people are comfortable enough with me, they'll just, like, all my friends will just tell me. They're just like, yeah, you're super awkward when we're around people we don't know, and I'm like, I know! You don't gotta tell me that! That's why the TSA fixates on you? Yeah, it's because I feel like everyone's staring at me. It's like when you're driving and, like, a cop is in the other lane, you suddenly feel like you're not breaking any laws, but you suddenly feel like you have, like, 50 kilos of coke in the car. You're like, I don't know where those came from. Monster. Yes, Maple, you're super awkward. See? See? If I had a nickel for every neurodivergent moose girl VTuber I was a fan of, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird it happened twice. Must be a Canada thing. You know what? He is a monster, I guess. What was the thought with this one? I was really holy. Okay, so my name in this is Kari from Digimon. But I definitely just named all of my Pokemon after Digimon in order to try and keep the lore consistent. Like Kairi? No, Kari was the Digimon. Kairi is Kingdom Hearts. Please get it straight. Dreamo... Who is this? I just really love Nidorino. Well, that was the other thing too. I'm sorry, I just thought I just thought of this. But like, even my parents didn't have like the right information. Because like I said, in the 90s, like, you think of, we were basically told, like, ADHD is acting like you just downed an entire, like, industrial barrel of sugar, and you're just vibrating all over the place. Like, that was the standard idea of someone with ADHD. And so when I mentioned it to my mom the other day, she was like, you never acted like you had ADHD. She was like, you only ever get like hyper when you're really tired or or really anxious, but she was like, but you don't really like, you don't have a real hyper sense of you other than that. And I was like, well, I was like, there's like better understanding about it now that it's less, it's like not being hyper. It's more about like either sometimes you fixate on one task and you can't move from one task to another task because you're not getting like the right brain juice from it. And she just stared into oblivion and she was like, oh my God, you had ADHD. I was like, yeah. I know, Mom. Welcome to growing up in the 90s. What a time to be alive. We had, what was it called? What was the Nicola? We had slime. We had slime. We had guts. We had Legends of the Hidden Temple. We had undiagnosed ADHD and autism. A Nidorino for you trying times. Can I offer you a Nidorino in this trying time? Dragonmon? The love of God. I need to find a Nidorino. Gaobumon. Wait. So you're telling me it was hyperfixated on funny Japanese dog VTuber and Nidorino? Thank you for the subscription, TNT. Why is it Gaobumon with a U before the B? Is that... Is that anything, or was I just misspelling Gabumon? I really did just have the entire population. Really love Rhydon. Or Rhyhorn, or whatever this is. Yeah, I liked Horn's Pokemon, apparently. Digitamon. But why? Young Maple out here role-playing a Digimon trainer and yet didn't know that a Dragon Digimon is described with a Dramon at the end of the name. I was a fool, and I was probably also struggling with character limits. Mushroommon, you know? Patamon, that's real. You know what? I stand by that. I stand by that classification. I think that was a solid one. Gotsumon. Yeah, okay. There's Lola Puff Daddy. That's it. Wrap it up. Redhead, Cool, J Blue, and Puff Daddy. It was the 90s. Suni, thank you for the bits. I don't remember Puff Daddy from Digimon. Yeah, this is the most 90s kid cart you could possibly have. Yeah, well, there wasn't like a good well, I mean, there's Digimon World, but I didn't have a PlayStation 1 ever. We were a Nintendo family, and so I actually didn't have a PlayStation until a PS2. And it was pretty late in the PS2's life cycle when I got it, honestly. So I was never able to play Digimon World, and so this must have been my outlet. I was like, these are Digimon. These are Digimon and Puff Daddy. Need to name your modern Jigglypuff Puff Daddy. Numemon. Yeah, I stand behind that one too. Some of these are actually solid choices on young Maple's part. She really had her Digimon down. Ear shocker. I mean, I'm laughing too much. Hold on, I need a drink. Oh god. You can experience the world that young Maple dreamed of. I actually started Cyber Sleuth the other day. I started it. I did have Digimon Dawn. I found that when I was going through my stuff, looking for my Game Boy games. I found my copy of Digimon Dawn, and I played that a bit. But that was for the DS, so that didn't come out till quite a bit later. There we go. Ear shocker should be your name. Explain Lola like Lola Bunny, like Space Jam Sexy Rabbit. No, so Lola's actually named by a trainer in the game. She gets traded to you, so that was just in there. So I don't know, maybe somebody on the Pokemon team was really into Space Jam. I mean, not that I wasn't into Space Jam. I literally took up basketball because I was into Space Jam at the time. But yeah, I did finally start Cyber Sleuth while I was at Moose Parents' house on break. I got distracted because I started playing Pokemon and got really into that. But once I'm done with Pokemon, I'm gonna go back to Cyber Sleuth because I'm having a really good time. Or maybe I'll just do it at the same time. Monzemon. Huh. So I was a 90s kid, never got to see Space Jam. I saw Space Jam. That was probably, I feel like every parent I know has like one or two films that they like can't say the name out loud because if they even think about it, they break into a cold sweat because they've seen it 500 times. I'm pretty sure that was for my parents, that was the film. I did gymnastics when I was bubbly. No calories, no sweeteners, all smiles. Ugh. I did gymnastics when I was a kid, and we had lock-ins where we would stay overnight in the gym with like our sleeping bags on the floor, and we would watch a movie. We'd get pizza and we'd watch a movie, and we would vote on the movie, and I'm pretty sure we watched Space Jam like 6 lock-ins in a row, and I was like, I will never get sick of this movie. Shellmon. Okay, okay. Another Numemon. I don't stand behind that one as strongly. I think Ditto's the superior Numemon. Crabmon. It's gotta be Crabby, right? That's a better Crabby sprite than I remember. POKéMON. Has to be Ghastly. See, I had some stuff. Ogremon. Oh, here's a Gabumon spelled correctly. You know what? I don't know if I stand behind that one. I get that the general shape checks out. I appreciate that I was going for like the silhouette, but I don't think in spirit Gabumon works there. Piximon. Now this one, I think in spirit it actually works pretty well. You work with what you got. Raemon. I don't know, I don't remember if that works out. There's certain ones that I'm like, I was really just... Some of these I was phoning in a little bit. Oh, Tamamon. I don't remember if that works out. So many Pokemon that are simultaneously a lizard and a wolf? I don't think so. Yeah, Gabumon is a tough needle to thread. I do appreciate that I kind of got the silhouette down with Raticate, but there's Ducksmark. Oh, Angelmon. You I would have named Crapper, come on! Law, thank you for the bits! Yeah, I think that going through my boxes is the most like, oh no. Here's another Gatomon. Is it gonna be another Execute? Nope, this one's for real. There we go, that's more like it. I knew what Pokemon I liked, and I knew that I just liked Digimon in general. Pegamon. Huh. Some of these I think I was just looking for something. Birdramon. It's gotta be Pidgeotto or Fearow. I'll take it. I actually think Fearow looks closer. Biomon. I don't know if I stand by this one. What did you expect, Maple? Inkakumon. Wasn't that the Digivolution of Gomamon? Inkakumon? I stand behind this one. I stand behind this one, actually. Yeah, I think this one was a solid choice on young Maple's part. She didn't know that her much older self was going to be going through these and why was going to be going through these and judging her. Palamon. Once again, I think the spirit is there, especially if you could see like the color, but I don't know if in practice if it carries through. Wamon. Young Mabel didn't notice old Biomon. Oh, that's what that was supposed to be? Oh, I gotcha. A Waymon, maybe? Why didn't I do, like, Seadramon for Gyarados? That makes so much more sense. Yeah, I don't know why I just aggressively acted like an NPC in Pokemon. That was like, I'm gonna have 6 Nidorinos. Unimon. I could see where I was going with that. I had big plans for evolution there. Kingler, Venonat, Blastoise. I don't have Blastoise in my party. Weird choice. Ninetales, Bellsprout, Meow. You have like 20 plus. Wait, let me see what's in my party. Yeah, my Pokedex is a lot more sad on this version. Lapras, Aeromon, and POKéMON. Aerodactyl, okay. Who's POKéMON? It's a Gengar? Oh, it's a Haunter. I stand behind that. Yeah, my Pokedex is a lot. I only own 56. Didn't even catch a Caterpie or a Weedle. I must have just been blitzing. I must have just been like, I gotta beat this game. I gotta get the Digimon I care about. Beat the game. Use it relentlessly to get Pokemon for my red version. Catch 60 more Nidoritos and get the fuck out of here. Right, hold on. Let me plug in yellow. A Spookymon. Ugh. Lost Evolution. Fan translation. Wait, what's that? Hold on. No. Do we see the red party? What if it's all Nidorans? Oh god, I don't think I looked. Or no, wait, I did. Didn't I? I thought I looked at my party. This one hits different because it's got the colors. Game Boy Color. Oh, look at him on his surfboard. His balloons. Pikachu! Okay, so this is the one. Once again, I was a little respectful here. I named myself Ash, but I discovered when I fired this up to check my player name that I only had 7 badges. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I would have rather found out that I'd been like kidnapped as a child and raised by the kidnappers, or like I would rather find out I would rather find out that I was like, I don't know. I can't even think of anything as horrible as finding out that I never beat Pokemon Yellow. This was a oh, I named him Sparky. Like that one kid from is he from the Johto TV series? Finish it tonight. Okay, these older games take a little longer though, because leveling up is slower and everything moves a little slower, so I don't know if I can, but I want to finish it. Richie, is that his name? He was the kid, he had like a green hat, I think. He looked like Tracy's younger brother with like brown hair. He had like the same kind of spikiness, and I think he had a green outfit. I remember he had a Pikachu named Sparky. He was literally cooler Ash. I'm pretty sure I named my Pikachu Sparky in reference to that. He also marked his balls. Yeah. Jash Jetchup for Jallet Jown. Plot twist: Maple using Ash being lore respectful as an alibi for her real name is Ashley. That would be very powerful, actually. Ugh, Pokeballs, I mean. Let's see what I got. I think this is another, I think I only have like 3 boxes of Pokemon in here. Yeah. Oh, this one actually has changed oh wait, no. Wait, I had that. Wait, what's print box? Could you like print out your box on the Game Boy printer? What was it, like a picture? Was it a picture of your box, or was it a box list? Huh. I never had a Game Boy printer. The only time I ever printed anything was when I went to Blockbuster with my Pokemon Snap. print out like the pictures I'd taken in Pokemon Snap. That was really the only time. Like the Pokemon League showcase? Oh, okay. These are all named pretty straightforwardly. Oh, cutie! Holy shit. Do you still have them? Yeah! I actually found a bunch of them when I was going through, Mom and Papa Moose's basement to get some of the stuff out for a nostalgia night when I was looking at my Pokemon cards. I found some of they were like credit card type things that you would swipe. It had like your member name or something on them. I found a bunch of those. They were like Blockbuster Pokemon Snap cards. And then I found a bunch of the stickers that I had printed out. So I thought I took a picture of them. I need to look. I need to look at my phone. I might still have the picture. Otherwise I'll have to look them up again when I go back to my parents' house. It begins again. Are you sure you're not pranking yourself in the past? Heal him! He's been at 4 HP for 20 years. Yeah, I need to look. I definitely have some of my stickers, and I have some of the cards that you swiped at Blockbuster. I miss Blockbuster. Yeah, there's a Blockbuster on this coast, though. Now I want to take like a road trip to it before I lose the chance. I assume it's safe, though. Before I lose the opportunity, I would like to— another POKéMON. I'd like to visit the— you know what? I stand behind that one. I really like the way that the colors look on the sprites. Really, it's just like aesthetically pleasing to me. Yeah, I want to go to the Bend, Oregon Blockbuster and walk the halls. Are we back? We back? Blockbuster almost killed the stream. Shoulda healed, cutie. Well, now we have Cockatiel with a Mars symbol. Yeah, Blockbuster stream would be really funny, actually. She couldn't shake us. Blockbuster, more like Streambuster. I mean, it would be like kind of a big road trip to do it, but I think it would be fun. I would need to like plan a weekend in the area so that it wasn't just me driving like a million hours to get to Blockbuster and then drive back. Oh, did I misspell Cockatiel? I probably did. We've seen how young Maple struggled with the correct spellings. Boris! Yeah, this does hit 1 HP. He does look like a Boris, though. I just really love the colors on the sprites. Twitch couldn't handle this many Nidorans per minute. He just looks like a Boris to me. What the f— Eno or Nid? I just took all the syllables and I was like, I'm gonna switch them up. No one will guess that it's another Nidoran. No one could possibly guess. Mushroom. Oh yeah, this is the one with the banger name. Young Maple was like, what should I call him? We're like 40 iterates now, probably. Char? It's gotta be a Charmander. Oh, Charmeleon. Char. What he sounded like in the anime. Cockatiel female? Why did I need two? Why did they both need to be misspelled? The world may never know. Let's check out box 2. Running a Nidorino farm here. Puff. Alright, I see where you were going, but you really needed a daddy at the end of that to really make it sing. God, I just really like the way the sprites in yellow look. I'm like overwhelmed by how much I like them. Dig it. Dig it! Once again, a genius move on my part. Legendary, oh my, legendary naming. She can't, Berta. I was just obsessed with the fact that he had 2 heads. I was like, I can't name this dude something without having it be like twice. They both heads deserve a name. Diddy has returned. Bird A, Bird B. I don't know. I probably didn't want one to feel like the original and one to feel like the wisest. Mewtwo. Is that actually an Eevee? Oh, it is! Tanemon. Who could this have been? Oh, Gloom. I kinda see that. I kinda see where I was going. There's no Brute, though. You can't possibly hope to ever be Brute. Level 15 Lapras. Did they even come, like, with a level that low? How did I get a level How? Maybe it was a yellow exclusive thing. Was that a shiny? I don't know if there are shinies in yellow. Were there? How many normal named guys are fake? I don't know. Did you guys see the new Batman? Did you guys see the new Batman? With Robert Pattinson? Where, where they're asking the Penguin, and they're like, what is, it says you are El Rata. Like, what does it mean? He's like, why is your Spanish so bad? That was me naming this Pokemon. Why? Why did I have a little X in there too? Like, as a flourish? Why is there another Raticate underneath it? Is this a real Mew? It is! Cause it was edgy. Yeah, this one seems to be real. Yeah, this seems to be a legitimate Mew. Confusion, Thunder, Mega Punch. I'm not sure. Am I the original trainer? Wait, so 32138. Who's El Ratos? Oh, wait, that's a different ID number. Okay, what the fuck? I don't know. I have no explanation. Hold on, wait, what's the... Okay, so it seems one... Wait, what is my actual... I'm just gonna look at my trainer ID real quick. I wanna know what my number is. Alright, where's it? Where's it show my damn trainer number? Must be on Sparky. 12371. 12371. Let me look at that Mew again. Oops! 1, 2... Okay, so this came from another cart. So someone traded this to me. But I don't know who it was. 32138 is from the red cart. No, it might be. But I didn't have Mew in my Pokedex over there, so I don't know how I have him here? Strength on the truck, didn't you? Let me... Wait, I named my Eevee TV. Genius. Genius, exquisite work. And then there's the Mew. Yeah, it was allegedly from my red card, but my red card didn't have a Mew entry in the Pokedex, so I'm confused. And then I have something named Golduck that's a Mew. And it's also from the red card. Wait, what? Did Mew even have an entry back then? I'm not sure. Don't remember. It's a weird looking duck. Oh, that was it. Yeah, I didn't collect much in blue and yellow. I must have just been really focused on red, and I was like, I'll get to these later. With my 15,000. I'm too busy catching 15,000 Nidorans. Not sure either Mew is a traditional Mew skill lineup. I don't know. I don't know what it... Because I remember I have that Magikarp on red that's named Mew, but it actually has the Mew moveset, so I'm really confused. Hope one of these Nidorans is a Mew. Did you go to a Pokemon event or something? So I actually never went to like a bigger Pokemon event when I was younger. What's the Nidoran Pokedex entry? Maybe you caught so many for a reason? I don't know. Nidorino's 33, Nidoran's 29. Nidoran's 32. I don't know. I don't know. I really want to play this now though. Now that I know I never beat it, I'm like, I have something to prove. I wonder how close I am to there's the surfing. Where am I right now? There's the surfing mini game in there. Can he fly? No, but he can surf. I have a lot of Eevees in here somehow, too. Want a fresh start to catch more Nidorans? No! I want to play with my original boys from 20 years ago. They deserve a victory after so long. Yeah, you have so many more Nidorans to catch. Yeah, I didn't go to any Pokemon event until I was older. I never went as a kid because I don't think my parents were kind of like, that's a step above, you know, how far we're willing to go for this. And I mean, if you lived in a more rural place like me, the Pokemon events didn't really come around that often. Is that Magikarp actually a Magikarp? I'm freaking out now. Okay. Yeah, and like in like more rural areas, you didn't really get the events. You had to like drive into the city, which my parents never wanted to do. There's Fly. You have to bring Cutie to victory. Were you the type of trainer who bought the Magikarp at the start? I don't remember if I did. I honestly don't remember. Yeah, Cutie. So I didn't go to any when we did have like the Pokemon, card game, not like tournament, but we had the league, at my local card shop, but that was because it was run by, a guy who like ran it himself, and I don't think you had to like, you had to get like the official stuff, but I think you bought into it. So I don't think that, but like Nintendo or Pokemon themselves didn't like plan events. In my area, you had to like drive quite a ways to actually get there. So I never went as a kid, but when I was in high school, actually, I had a friend who really, really loved Pokemon. He was a huge Pokemon fan. And he came to me one day and he was like, they're holding a Pokemon event in the city, and my mom like would prefer if I, you know, went down with another person. But he was like, I'm pretty sure I can convince her to let me go by myself, but I'm also kind of embarrassed to be like a teenager at a Pokemon event alone. And he was like, and I'm really like, I'm too ashamed and embarrassed to ask anybody else, will you come with me? And I was like, yeah, of course I'll come with you. I freaking love Pokemon. And so we like went to the city and we got a train, which we really weren't sure how to do. And we went to the Pokemon event. And it was really cool because they were showing off like Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. They were showing that off like pre-release and letting people play the demo. And I think the most recent Pokemon at the time was Ruby and Sapphire, or maybe it was, I don't remember if it was Ruby or Sapphire, whether it was Fire Red and Leaf Green, whichever one came around that time. I don't remember which one was first, but and I actually didn't have Ruby at the time because I was still wailing away at my old Pokemon games. And so I borrowed, I think I've told this story before, I borrowed my friend's name is Nick, my other friend, not the one who came with me, I borrowed my other friend's Ruby cartridge and battled with his team because I just wanted to try like the wireless tent. and I beat up some kid, and this like 6-year-old kid stood up and walked around the whole place checking people's screens to see who had beat him, and when he finally got to me, he looked at me and he went, "Your name's not Nick." It was really fun, and because it was Ruby and Sapphire, I'm trying to remember what was it Jiraichi? Who was the legendary for that? Or no, it was the meta something? I'm trying to remember. Meta something? He looked like a dumbbell? Sorry, I don't know why my internet keeps going out. That's really weird. I think I caught Beldum around that time. I don't think it was Beldum they were giving away. I think it was Deoxys. Arrested for Nidorino smuggling, murder owl getting the revenge. Yeah, I think it must have been Deoxys. Because we like stood in line and there were these little stations where you plugged your Game Boy into and you got the legendary, and then it was really cool. So, and they had Pokemon karaoke and a bunch of kids were singing Pokemon songs up on the stage. So it was really cute and it was really fun. But that was really the only Pokemon event I ever went to. And I want to find my Deoxys. It's probably on Nick's cart now that I think about it. I should probably ask if I can have that Deoxys. But yeah, it was really, it was just like a really like fun like bonding moment for me and my friend, and it's the only Pokemon event I ever went to, and I wish that I'd gone to more, but he actually like wound up going overseas, and when he went overseas, he couldn't do like the mystery gifts, and like if you go to the stuff where if you go to McDonald's and attach to their Wi-Fi, you can get a special Pokemon, like stuff like he couldn't, when he was overseas, he couldn't get that stuff. So me and my friends would like drive to McDonald's and like awkwardly ordered like a black coffee and sit in the back to download Pokemon for him while he was out of the country. And we used to get like, because like we could get stuff for him, but he really wanted it to be like his. He wanted it to be like him being the original trainer, and so he would like mail us his carts, and we would put them into like our Game Boys and use his carts, and we would mail his carts back to him. So it was really, really fun. He was always like, yeah, he was my Pokemon like legend friend. And he was one of the first people I knew who actually like completed like the entire dex, like legitimately. That was like his project through high school, and he would update me every morning. I would come in and he would be like, okay, so I got this Pokemon, now I'm like trying to find this Pokemon, but I really need to get farther in my other cart to get to it. So I've been like trying to like live up to his level since then. But yeah, there were a bunch of years, and he used to send me, he was actually like stationed in Japan for a while, and so he used to go to the Pokemon Center near him and like get the special stuff and mail it to me. But actually a couple of years ago he passed away, so it's not to be a downer. But we have like so many Pokemon that we like traded and we got together, that I actually still, not on these cards, but on some of my later cards, like especially my Fire Red and my Pearl, my Platinum, I think. Those are the games that we played together a lot. So I actually still have a bunch of Pokemon that he traded me on there. So they're like my treasures now. But yeah, just like the only Pokemon event I ever went to was with him. And it was like it was just that we were like the oldest people there. We were like the only people under 18 without a parent. And it was something that we just like brought up every time anyone was like, how do you guys have Deoxys? Or wow, like how do you guys have this cool like Pokemon merch that you have hanging off your backpacks or whatever? We were just like, it's a secret. We didn't sneak down to a Pokemon event. We're cool teens. Ah! Oh, he died. We're cool teens. We didn't sneak. We didn't sneak down to a Pokemon event together. Yeah, he was the best. Yeah, he had like a bunch of really legit Pokemon too. But oh my god, this is so hard. Do the flip. Oh god. Yeah, it was funny because like me and my friend who went to the McDonald's for him were like talking about it afterwards, and we were like, God, we've gone and we've been like awkward people so often, like just for the sake of getting him the Pokemon he wanted. He probably got us outside more than we would have ever gotten by ourselves. Legend. Where was this thing? I don't wanna. I guess it's not like a big deal, because you all know the general vicinity. The only big city like even close to where I'm from is Boston, and it's quite a trip. But that was where we had they held the event. Oh, the Surfing Pikachu game. It's if you go to what's it? Fuchsia City, wherever Koga is, and then you go down to there's like a house along the water. 300 radness, Maple, your radness score. Yeah, it was funny too, because he had all of these like really rare Pokemon, but he was like the nicest person in the world, and so even though he had all this super rare Pokemon, he used to post like on his live journal, because me and my friends, we all had live journals, and that's how we like left notes for each other online when we weren't in the AOL Instant Messenger chat rooms. But he used to like write up lists of like rare Pokemon that he had that he wasn't using in like his like competitive teams. And he would be like, hey, if anybody wants like these like a rare Suicune, hit me up. I have one. You can totally have it. And I used to just like leave a comment on his post and be like, I want every single one. And he would always respond. And he was like, let's give other people the chance to lay claim to like one. And if nobody else wants any, I'll give you all of them. He was like, let's give other people, you know. Let's give them a chance. I was like, you're a nicer guy than me. I'm out here camping his live journal trying to get all the rare Pokemon. Much more. Yeah, I got 550 radness points there. Maple, your radness points. Let me go get my, one sec, let me go get my, my fire red. My fire red's in the other room. But I want to look through my fire red. That one's GBA, so it's a lot more advanced. Because it's the Game Boy Advance. I think Fire Red was really my era of not naming the Pokemon as much, but I might have one or two. And I just want to see what my team was and how many Nidorans I have. 1 second. Dozens. Back with Fire Red. Watch as we time travel to the distant future of 2004. So most of my Fire Red, so again, I actually kind of had a not a falling out. Oh, do I have a different, I think I might have a different, one sec. I display different. I had like a period of time where I didn't play Pokemon as much. I kind of missed out on like Ruby, Sapphire, oops. I kind of missed out on like Ruby and Sapphire. Because I wasn't playing it as much. Yo, the graphics? Yeah, hold on. I change my display. Display mode. Yeah, I have it in original GBA. But you can put it in SP mode, so it's a little bit brighter. Or you can do it like this. Which is what I had for the other Pokemans. Oh, it's so pretty! Look at Nidorino! But yeah, I kind of didn't play Ruby, Sapphire, or Emerald. But then I bought Pearl because my friend, my Poke friend, was like, I really want somebody to play with and I'm embarrassed to like ask anybody else, so are you gonna get Pearl? And I was like, I'll get it for you. Like, we'll play together. And so I don't know what this name is in reference to. I don't know if there's like an anime or something I was watching. Oh, they give a previously on. Spent $4,800 for hyper potions. Also $4,200 for hyper potions. And then I rested comfortably at home. And here we are. Why am I here? But yeah, so when you get a sec, check Moose Chow. Okay, 1 second. Oh, I got a Nidoking in my party! Of course I do. Doesn't have a special name or anything. But he's there. Let's see, I should have fly. But yeah, so my friend asked me to buy Pearl, Diamond or Pearl, and he was like, I'm gonna buy Diamond, and so would you mind buying Pearl? I was like, no, I'll buy Pearl, of course. And so I got Pearl, and then I played with him a lot. But then he gave me this. He gave me his Fire Red that he hadn't played. Because I was commenting on how nostalgic I was, and he was like, well, didn't you play the remakes for like Red and Blue? And I was like, they remade them? And so he gave me his Fire Red. And I actually played it a lot. I'm at the Elite Four, I think. But I mostly played it during study hall in high school. And I think I was in like, oh, this was my era where I stored them all by type. Or primary type, I guess. I was kind of in my Pokemon don't get nicknames era. But I'm sure I still have some. Oh, I have a cute little Eevee. Make Nidoran and Maple the 10k bit emote. Wait, let me look in a second. Well, I named a Magikarp Biatch. And this male Tangela is named Lauren. Who? Lauren. I liked Diamond and Pearl. I like Platinum the best out of all of them, I think. But I liked Diamond and Pearl, but I think I liked them so much because I played them with my friend. I think because we would make like poffins and stuff together. So I think if I had been playing them alone, I don't think I would have liked them as much. But because we played them together, I really liked them. God, I really love the sprites in this game too. Also, the GBA looks exquisite on the analog. Yeah, no names other than Biatch and Lauren. Holy fuck, why? I just noticed how many there are. Miss Nito and Nina. Why are there so many? Oh my god. Dragon? What is it? You don't belong in here! I'm gonna get you out of here! I don't know why there was just a random Nidorino in my— There's a coughing in here too and a Grimer. Did you forget how much you love Nidofam? I guess I did. Because I have no memory of it. So that seems like my— And then I have a Nido King in my party. I never beat the Elite Four here though, so I'd like to beat the Elite Four. I have all the badges. I have a pretty good team, I think. Yeah, I have some solid stuff. I finally started learning to like— well, maybe not with them. I was gonna say, I finally started learning to diversify my moveset a little bit. Yeah, I'd like to beat the Elite— I'd like to beat Yellow, and I'd like to beat the Elite Four in Red. I'm on the road to Viridian City. Let me look at Moose Chat real quick. Meet my friends along the way. Oh my god. I'm on the road to Viridian City. Got a badge and the power to play. Meridian City. I left my home. Now I see a new horizon. One day I'll come back. The town I'm gonna go. Whoa, I'm on the road to become the greatest trainer. And I won't quit until I'm number one. Gotta be the one who. We keep on trying, and then we try some more to stay together and find a place worth fighting for. Whoa, I'm on the road to Meridian City. Be my friends along the way, Oh. I'll add it as an object to VTube Studio later so it can truly glue to my head. Playing Soul Silver and Hunting for a Heracross. I really liked Heart Gold and Soul Silver. I really like the. That's my one thing is now that the analog has made streaming Game Boy Advance and Game Gear games so much easier, I'm like, I wish I had a really easy way to stream my old DS cards. No, it's made me greedy for more. For any whippersnappers confused by the song Google to Be a Master. I mean the top album of the year 2000. They're DS capture devices. I know, but it's just like the analog is so easy. Because it's just like a wonderful real Game Boy I can carry around and play wherever I go, and I can also just slap an HDMI cable into it and stream from it. It's the perfect system. Just spendy, yeah, exactly. Like, I wish it was so easy to do my DS games. I did the same thing with starters. I feel like a lot of people did. I feel like a lot of people just like used their starter until it was so overpowered that it like type matchups didn't really matter anymore. You could just power through basically. Because I think that's how I kind of took out the Elite Four originally in Red, is I just had like a really high level Charizard who was basically just too strong for anybody to deal with, even if they had the type advantage. Yeah, no, I'll add it to VTube Studio afterwards. I just don't want to mess with the folders and stuff right now because I don't trust myself. Well, this was fun. This was enlightening. We got a lot of information. We got a lot of Nidorans. Got a lot of Weed Boy. An excessive amount of Nidoran. Yeah, I discovered I was a big Nidoran fan. I wasn't even entirely... I didn't even really know until now what a big Nidoran fan I was. A lot of forbidden knowledge. I'd like to find my old, I'm gonna post it in the Discord later tonight. I found my old Digimon toys, but I'd like to find my old Pokemon, like, Burger King toys. Because I feel like I had a lot of those that were really fun. Restart my silver version on DS. Found a natural shiny Nidoran, but my box was full, so I rage quit the game forever. You know what? I respect that. That's the kind of stand I want to see people take in this world. Yeah, the gold plate cards. I think I had a Mewtwo or a Pikachu. What they had? They had Pikachu, Mewtwo, and Togepi, I think? Pretty sure I had either the Mewtwo or the Pikachu. I don't remember. Those are McDonald's though, right? I don't remember. They all had different stuff. Maybe that was Burger King. And Poliwhirl for some reason? How weird. I had some of those little doodads, the little squares that, like, they were not holographic. I don't know what the right word for them is, but they, like, not digivolve. They evolve, like, the Pokemon on them. When you, like, tilt it back and forth. I had some of those. I had some of, like, the weird big holographic cards that weren't really trading cards. They were just, like, pictures of the Pokemon. We talking Mewtwo or Nidoran you called Mewtwo? It was Mewtwo. It was for real. It was real Mewtwo. But yeah, I need to... I want to go through all my old... I'll post my Digimon toy pictures, but yeah, let me go through my thing and see if I can find my Pokemon Snap pictures I took a while ago. I also wanna... yeah, next time I go to Mama Moose and Papa Moose's house, I'll go through my Burger King toys. I'm sure I still have those somewhere, I'm just not sure where they are. Probably in the basement somewhere. But, this was delightful. Thank you for going through my Pokemon boxes with me. I'm gonna, take this knowledge, I'm gonna go mentally prepare myself, and I don't know, maybe we'll play Pokemon Yellow and Fire Red on stream someday and try to finally beat these bad boys. And, I guess send me your Nidorans. This is the best way to start 2023. Wanna raid a Boog playing Outer Wilds DLC? That's literally who I was just looking at to raid. Nio is playing Outer Wilds DLC, so I can't stick around unless it's... Ah! What happened? Syrup, what did you do? I don't know if anybody heard that. Really loud crash. I should go investigate. You get over there. What did you break? I don't know. Syrup did something. So I'm gonna raid. Wait, is Nio playing the DLC or is it Outer Wilds the base game? Because I can come in and say hi if it's the base game, and if it's not if it's the DLC I can't because I don't want to be spoiled at all. Did you ever play Pokemon Black and White? I did! I played Pokemon White, and then I played Black 2. Like Black number 2. And I really liked that gen. That was one of my favorite gens. Think it's the DLC? I don't want to spoil myself if it's the DLC, but I want to say hi. Apparently not. Oh, let me look. I'll close one eye. I'll close one eye. This? I can't tell. I can't tell if it's a DLC, which probably means it's fine. So yeah, yeah, we'll raid over there. I am going to go investigate what Syrup just knocked over. I just heard it and I was like, what has she done? I left her sleeping on my bed, so I thought she would maintain position, but apparently not. Yeah, go say hi to Nio and her new model. Her new model is really cool. And I'm gonna go investigate my cat's crimes. But have a good rest of your night, or your morning, or your afternoon, or whatever it is, wherever you are. I'll see you. I'm gonna be on YouTube tomorrow. I'm gonna play Ape Escape 2. We're gonna go ape. Ape, ape, ape. apes together strong. So I'll see you then, see you tomorrow. Have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you later.